Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Struzik. Welcome to COM 230. Our speaker here today knows exactly what it means to write a speech, say a speech, and totally encapsulate his audience. He can totally relate to his audience. And again, I'm looking forward to hear what he has to say. So for today's speaker, we have Austin Calder. In your corner. In your corner, Austin Calder.
I want you all to imagine you're a boxer. You're in the ring, it's round one. You go in, you're feeling pretty good. You get a few jabs, got a good uppercut in, but you also take a few. Take one in the dome, one in the nose, it hurt. The round's over, you go back to your corner. Usually there's a chair and a towel to wipe your face, wipe the blood. You sit in your corner. Who's in your corner? Who do you got there to support you, to get you ready for round two, round three, round four, round five? Who's there to support you? See, in my corner, my parents have always been there. As hope is the same for all of you. I know Rich Reiner doesn't know what it's like to be a parent, which is all right. He's wanted to keep all his money. That's a respectable decision. Parents, though, are always there, have always been there for me. That's the life I've grown up in. Two parents. Apparently, there's 50% of American youth who only have one parent, which is very depressing from my point of view. I remember I was camping one year, just a wee lad, probably 6 years old, and I was like, "Mom, I really want donuts and coffee for breakfast." And she's like, "Okay, I guess since we're camping, you can have donuts and coffee for breakfast." So I ate about a box of donuts, and instead of having coffee, I just drank a glass of coffee creamer. Maybe 2 glasses even, I don't remember. I got extremely sick this day, super bad stomach cramps, all from all the sugar that I had. My mom's like, "This is why I don't let you drink donuts and coffee in the day." I was like, okay, all right. It kind of makes sense. Okay, she doesn't want me to feel bad. I've taken this to my college life as well. I wake up in the morning, about 11 a.m., walk over to the caf, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. Maybe I want some donuts and coffee. And I think back, my mom, she's in that corner for me. In my head, in that little corner of my head of the ring. And she said, "You might get a stomach ache, son, if you eat those donuts and coffee." See, sociology is the study of relationships of people. Relationships of interactions of people. How do people interact? Where do you learn how to interact with people? To draw dick pics on a piece of paper and show it in class. Where do you learn that, Cedric?
I don't know, we're talking about.
You learn this, the ground zero starting point is with your family. I was in the wrestling room playing club wrestling when I saw my brother getting wailed on by some kid who was pissed off because he kept losing. I ran over and tackled this kid off and started wailing on him. The coaches got us all in trouble. My dad was in the wrestling room at the time, and he came up to me and he said, "Son, even though it was wrong for you to hit that boy, I'm glad you stood up for your brother." Your brother is always in your corner. Your brother should always be your teammate. Neither one of my parents went to college other than some trade school. I'm the first of my family to go to college, which I am very proud of. But they had always stressed me going to college. I would not be here if it wasn't for my parents. I remember playing skee ball at Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid, throwing it up, you know, you try to hit the 100, always trying to hit 100. And my dad's like, why don't you just go up there and dunk it in? I'm like, "Dad, you can't do that." He's like, "You're right. The more you learn, the more you earn." I said, "Dad, we're playing skee ball." And he's like, "No, the more you earn, the more you learn, the more you earn." I'm like, all right. Well, he reiterated this later when I was older. He's like, "You have to have an education if you want to be successful in life," which I totally agree with now. I love it. Having parents that love you means that there's somebody 365 days a year that think about you. Every single day, every single breath you take, somebody is thinking about you, hoping that you're doing well, hoping that whatever you're doing is benefiting you. Isn't that enough to take the first step to whatever it is you want to achieve? You have goals. You all want to achieve something. You should want to achieve whatever it is more than anyone else in the world. But when you go back to your corner, when you fall, when you take a step backwards maybe, and you sit down in your corner, you look up, you got your parents hopefully right there on your side telling you, you got it, kid, you got it, son, we believe in you, we love you. So whatever you do, whatever you need, hopefully your parents are right there in your corner motivating you.